it's Dusti Martin with Corcoran Platinum Living, dropping in to bring you your monthly market update for the towns of Cave Creek and Carefree for the month of February 2022. Buckle up, let's go. All right, our active listings are down 36.2% over this time last year, only 60 active listings heading into February. Our sold listings are only down 13.6% over this time last year, meaning we only sold about 57. So we sold almost everything that came on the market and didn't get a whole lot newer. Our median sale price per square foot is up 35.3% over this time last year. Remember, January 2021 is when things really started to take off and go crazy. And so with that said, that's where we started to see the majority of our kind of market try to just take off like a shooting star and go crazy here in the Valley. So that's kind of in keeping with what happened this time last year and since then. Our months of supply is actually down 26.1% over this time last year. We're currently sitting at 1.05 months of supply. So for the first time in a long time, we actually have more than 1 month of inventory. However, that's not a whole lot. An even stable market would have anywhere from 4 to 7 months of inventory. So, with an ideal middle mark of being about 6 months with a 90-day average days on market, that's where a stable market would be. So we are still in a really white hot seller's market. Our median days on market, though, is also down 35.3% over this time last year. So we're sitting at about 33 days median days on market for Cave Creek and Carefree for this month. Now, let's break it down by price point. This is important if you're trying to buy, because then you know what you're up against, but also if you're going to sell, how aggressive you can be negotiating and setting your sales price. So the $0 to $100,000 price range and the $100,000 to $200,000 price range do not have any data, mostly because there were no listings, therefore none could sell. We don't have any inventory, so we can't calculate a demand unless there's some inventory to actually sell. So unfortunately, we don't have anything to work with there. Then we get to the $200,000 to $300,000 price range, and there was only one property in that price range in those two zip codes for Cave Creek and Carefree this past month. One came on the market, one sold, we're left with one, so we're at an even Steven 1 month of supply. Then we get down to our kind of entry level in Cave Creek and Carefree, the $300,000 to $500,000 price range. There's only 5 listings in that price point, and you're looking at a 0.6 months of supply, meaning less than 1, just over 2 weeks worth of supply, not quite 3. Then we get to the $500,000 to $700,000 price range, only about 8 homes available there, but there was the demand for about 13 closed. We're sitting at 0.62, so about the same for the $300,000 to $500,000 as we have for the $500,000 to $700,000 price range. Then we move down to the higher end market, the $700,000 to $1 million. We're at 0.37 months of supply. So not even 2 weeks. We're just over like a week and a half worth of inventory in Cave Creek and Carefree between 700 and $1 million. And then when we look at the luxury market starting at 1 million to 3 million, we're only at 1.72 months. So literally less than 2 months, like a month and 3 weeks-ish. And so when you look at it like that, that's a crazy hot seller's market for the luxury market. And then when we get to the $3 million range and over, meaning could be 3, could be $10 million, we're actually at a 10 month supply. That is actually a buyer's market, technically. So keep that in mind if you have one of those super high-end homes. But also if you're in the area shopping, keep in mind, yes, it's a buyer's market, but some sellers may be under the impression that it is a seller's market because everything else is moving so fast. But also this market in Cave Creek and Carefree can be really volatile because not that many homes are available at all to begin with. So there were 10 on the market, only 1 sold, giving us about 10 a 10-month supply. The only thing is we're in like prime tourist season right now. And this is when people start coming into town. They start buying things up. So this month it may be 10 months of supply, but next month it could be 6 or even 3 or less. It really just depends on what happens in February to really kind of give us a trend. But unfortunately, with Cave Creek and Carefree, it can be very volatile back and forth, mostly because A, we don't have a lot of those properties, but also because they only sell really seasonally. If you have any questions of what your home would sell for in today's market, go ahead and give me a call at 480-717-9405 or visit my website at dustimartinrealtor.com.